James. This return starts at the 5. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him. 35. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. From the 38. Hits him on the out route. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Motioning the tight end now. 2nd and 8. That one's complete, right side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Along this sideline inside the 25. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Escapes the pocket. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Award that tackle to Michael Hall. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Back to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps. This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
He's got him. That's McMillan. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Needed a lot more to reach the landing zone, so the drive going to start at their own 40-yard line. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Play action on 1st down. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And now they face 2nd down. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the 1st time. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Looking for a throw here. Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground, incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Wow, beautiful punt there. They have them backed up all the way to the 2-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. And they'll have to go just about every bit of 100 yards to reach the end zone. That punt sets them up at their own 2. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. A tight end in motion now. They give it to him again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Throwing off the play fake here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Browns will go on offense. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Running behind center with Wright. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 46. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That's completed right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And they make the stop at the 46. Give him a yard back on the play. Now it's 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 4th and long. Mitch Wisnowski on the punt. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Officially a 55-yard launch. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the Browns a first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
To throw here on 1st down. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They go play action on 1st. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And he swats that deep shot away, but he better not celebrate just yet. Looks like his contact drew a flag. They may still get this yardage. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. Wright is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns take a 4-point lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to the air here. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. 7-3 is our score. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at 2nd and 3. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Short pass brought in. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. They've got 1st down from the 31. Here's a give for Wright. He's contained at the line for no gain. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Pass play now. Finds the in route complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Throwing from the gun here. Brought in right side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still first down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. They're going play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Excellent protection so far. Now here he goes. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that gives the Browns a first. They'll throw it. Throwing the out route complete. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Right, running out of the gun. Juke the defender. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They'll try and punch it in. Has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns now lead by 10. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
PAT effort coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns drive their lead to 11. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Fielded at the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here come the Bucs on offense now. It's a 14-3 ball game as they take over following the score. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Throwing from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Mitch Wisnowski headed back out as they'll punt it away once more. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. Man, it'll be their football. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. That pass caught by Tate Dell. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's Wright on the carry. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now a run with Wright. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. Here's a throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and short. And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that extends their lead to 14.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Cade's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down. He'll throw it. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Jukes out a one-stop. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And they make the tackle at the 38. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Back now, pressure on its way. And it's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're left facing 3rd and long. He's going to throw this one. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. A 49-yarder in front of him here. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bucs getting their offense out there just before halftime. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down. Pass play coming here. That throw behind his intended target.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. Wishnowski on and readying for the punt. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. So no return on that punt. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. So that's halftime here in this one. The Browns on the road, but currently in front. Now we'll keep it in-state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the final game on the preseason schedule for these 2 teams. After this comes final cut downs, and then we get started for real. The countdown is on for the NFL kickoff game on the Thursday after Labor Day.
They will kick this away. Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
3rd and long for him here. Judy there to grab it. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And they're facing a long field ahead of them as that kick skips out near the 11. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Another throw coming on 2nd and 10. Completed to his running back. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field. Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. The Browns sit running back Jalen Wright getting set to begin another drive. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They run it from the gun with Wright. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
They motion Dell over left. Here's a give inside to Wright. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. Throwing off the play fake here. Fits it through the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Dell's got it near the sideline. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They are throwing it again. Finds a man right side. And he's brought down at the line. And for the Buccaneers, it's a nickel look. 3rd down coming. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Hey, that's not an easy thing to do, Kate. Not against quarterbacks and the red zone offenses in this league, but what a tremendous effort to not only get the stop, but to end it with gusto and a sack.
So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. It's a 36-yard look for him. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends the lead to 20.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Tight end going in motion here. To throw it on first down. McMillan hauls it in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 2nd and 3 now. They go play action here. Hits his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Back to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 2nd and 3 now. They've got a man in motion. From the 39. Completed over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. They've got first down from the 31. Option design here. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Got a man, Palmer has it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
That one's complete, right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Third down, 1 yard to go. First throw for the backup now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Throwing from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. And they take this in for the score. The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And that is a rough one, Brock. It came down well short of that 20-yard line minimum he needed, so this drive going to begin from the 40-yard line instead. And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. Hand off to the back. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Browns a first. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Running it after the penalty. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Here's 2nd and 7. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. Chased out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Finds his back complete. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Slot man motioned over. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Into traffic, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Still sticking with the passing game. Completes this one to Hill. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. 1st and 10 from the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He's got a man left. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
2nd and 15. Finds him on the slant. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Setting up a throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Throwing it again here. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They're throwing it. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Desperation time here on 4th. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Airing it out to start this drive. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one misses the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. Complete over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He gets 6 on that play, and that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. Another carry for him. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Browns with a 13-point lead. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to the well again. And he's not going to get much. A modest gain at best to the 41. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Back now, pressure on its way. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now this offense ready to head back out. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. That one's cut along the left sideline. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
1st and 10, looking to throw. This one's taken in by Hill. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Second and 3. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
3 yards to go.
To throw. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
He connects downfield on 4th. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining, long odds ahead of them. It's 1st and 10. Cut near the goal line. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. He'll throw it yet again. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. The Browns close in and take him down.
Taken down and sacked. A loss of 13 yards. Brings up 3rd.
So the Browns will take this win home with them.